1 month after surgery. Such a month. People are asking me some questions such as, no more babies. Is it painful? You gain weight or lost weight? Are you taking hormones? Or how is this scar? So I decided to record this video to answer these questions and share how was this month recovering. Answering the questions, especially in order. This is why I have the paper here. So, no more babies. If you don't know, I removed the left side of my fallopian tube, which means I only have the right side and I have the uterus and both ovaries. And answering to your question, yes, I can have baby, God willing, but it has to be through the right fallopian tube. But around me, I have some friends, some family that they have only one fallopian tube and they had kids. The second question people are asking me often, especially on my other social media, is it painful? And yes, this first month I spent almost every day with pain or with, a mild pain, like feeling something, even though when I was getting better, I could feel that I had a surgery. And did you gain or lost weight? Not that I've noticed. Probably I've gained like a kilo, but like this variation is normal, but I'm eating what I was eating before. I'm not like changing that much my diet. Of course, I'm not doing any exercise in this first month, but I think it depends on each person. I don't have the tendency of gaining weight that easily. So for me, I didn't see any change about it. Next, are you taking hormones? No, I'm not, because I just removed half of the fallopian tube. In my case, I didn't need to. And how's this scar? This scar is here, healing. I will show you at the end of the video. Because now I want to share with you, week by week, what changed. For example, in the first week, I could title it the Adaptation Week. It was hard to sleep. I had to relearn how to sleep. It was so uncomfortable. The gas, the bloating, walk, to take shower, I had to adapt. And during the first week was the time that my bandage went off and I could see the surgery itself, and I got a bit scared because when it went off, I could see that it was like a cut, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, kind of freaking out a little bit.
Day 5, the bandage started falling. Here's my belly button. We can't see this yet, but I think it's okay, better than I expected. And this one seems to be small, we had another one crossing here. Before I had like a scar until here from my appendix removal from years ago, but like they just opened a little bit, I see.
This first week was like an adaptation week. On the second week, we have the change week. What happened? My skin, my belly skin was so dried. I was applying some hydration on the outside, not like specifically over the scar. I was skipping this area, but I was trying to put some oil, some, creams around the area because it was really dry. And then I restarted taking my vitamins. Here in Canada, you don't need prescription to buy vitamins at the supermarket. So every day I have vitamin D as a supplement, multivitamins as well. And then I restarted taking them. One of the stitches on my belly button fell off. I almost fell off with the stitch, but you know how dramatic I am. So yeah, 15 days after the surgery, one of the stitches were off. And it was during the second week that I could go out in a car trip to the supermarket, small trips, going to see friends. Lots of friends came to see me, especially on the first week as well. But week 2 was with more movement. Today is the day 12. I came out of the house for a long walk, or longer than I had before.
To try a long walk?
Yes, and now I'm kind of suffering and still walking, slowly. And yeah, I'm kind of going around the building. And like, I've been at home for almost 12 days. So it's not that cold, it's just 10 Celsius. For me, I would be wearing probably shirts. But now I knew that I would be feeling, cold because my house is so warm. So 12 days in the warm weather only. It makes me feel cold being outside. And I really appreciate Kai's patience because we are walking like turtles. Going to a ultrasound appointment. Chan chan chan. On day 13. Just arrived at home and it was okay. I thought it was something, but it was nothing. So the appointment, I got confused, but the doctor at the end of the day checked my belly just outside and she said that everything's healing well. And the stitch I have is falling apart soon because, you know, it does it by itself. Kyle told me that, but like because of the appearance of it, let me show you. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if you can see it because it's kind of transparent, but it's here. So because of the appearance and everything else, I thought it would be here forever and ever, but the doctor just put her finger without gloves, without anything, and like went around and around, and I was like, and she was like, "Oh, sorry, it has been less than 2 weeks, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, why are you putting your finger there?" Anyway, but she said it's fine, it will go out by itself. And coming back, especially after she touching, we had to cross the light, and I had to kind of speed up a little bit and walk faster than I'm walking right now. So I kind of felt some pain, but nothing out of this world. Kyle, had to use the brake as well. I was like, my belly. But again, nothing abnormal. So I survived, and yay! I think now I can go outside more often. Oh, by the way, this is my outfit. I was wearing a pair of boots. And I was like, oh, a little bit of high heels. Look at me. Such a progress, right? And it was the week that we could return to the sexual activities. And then we go to week 3, the week of improvements. I could sleep at one side. Of course, sometimes it was painful. I was holding pillows. I had pillows still between my husband and I. I was always trying to protect my belly, but I started sleeping better. And then the second stitch felt off. I only had one at this time. Actually, in total, I think I have 2 or 3, but I just saw 2 falling off. And the second one on week 3 went off. So it was like, stage free. And I was feeling so much better that I went out by myself with my friends. And it was to a quiet, let's say, bar. So we just sat to see one of our friends' presentation. It was amazing, feeling like, oh, my life is going back to normal after spending 21 days, mainly at home and feeling like you couldn't do much. On week 3, the improvement week, I went out with my friends. And week 4, I call it what surgery? Meaning, I could barely feel that I had the surgery, but I was and I am still taking care of myself, of course. But you feel kind of nothing. You feel more active, you feel more ready to do stuff. My belly button is the area that hurts more. I called my brother, the one that's finishing medical school, desperate. I was like, please help me. Is it normal? Feel this pain. And not only that, I had a little bit of a hole, like it was minimal, but something came out like a small liquid, and I was desperate. I was like, do you think I need to call my doctor? Do you think I need to go there? But it wasn't red, it wasn't irritated, it wasn't like bad at all. I was just like being precocious and dramatic, but like I'm observing it, and it just closed the same date or basically the same hour. It wasn't like a major secretion coming out of it, so normal stuff, and everything's back to normal, especially the period. It returned. My period came on the 30th day exactly after the surgery. So I don't know if you had the same surgery that I had, or probably you may know someone. So let me know in the comments below. I would love to know if the person had their period like after the 30th day, or it was before, or it was after this period, because this was one point that my doctor didn't discuss with me, and actually I didn't ask her. Now we know that everything is back to normal. As I said before, 1 month after surgery, such a month. And my personal life wasn't different. It was Thanksgiving here in Canada this October 9th. And as I couldn't do much for the very first time in 6 years of marriage, my husband did everything. I mean, everything by himself. We always share chores and we share activities, and he loves cooking. This is not news for you guys, but especially like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter or any other celebration. I'm mainly up front the kitchen and he's my helper. So this time I couldn't barely be a helper. I was just sat in the sofa and he prepared every single thing. For lunch, he prepared a traditional Brazilian lunch, which made me so proud of him, so impressed. We had black beans, we had meat, we had rice, we had farofa, we had vegetables as well. He prepared like a vinaigrette. Ah, delicious. And at dinner, we didn't have turkey because we thought if we bought one would be too much meat for both of us. We tried to find one that's small, like 3 kilograms, but we couldn't find. So yeah, we celebrated another way, but it was special because he made it special.
I'm still not able to do much. So it's Thanksgiving. It's 9th of October. I put my, fake hair. I tried to dye it today to be like similar to my hair color. It didn't work that well, but like we pretend it did. Sometimes, I just need a nap. And let me show you what Kaya did for our lunch. This is our plate. Got some vegetables and chicken and carrots and ham, I think, tomatoes, black beans. I think it was the first time you did black beans. Was
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
First time I did it without your help.
Oh, thank you. So kind.
Is all yours, Priscilla.
Priscilla? Priscilla?
First time going to a dinners at my friend's house, and not 100% yet. Yesterday completed like my second week of recovery, and I will keep you posted. Right now I'm in the car, but I inclined it a little bit the seat, and I am right now like not with 100% of energy, but hopefully when I get there it will be better, right? At the end of the day, it was really, really good.
And another special thing is that we had a solar eclipse. Did you see it? Here we created a projector to see it and we were ready. We could see the sun using the projector, but on the hour, on the exactly time that the solar eclipse would appear. It was so cloudy that we couldn't see, but it was okay. We had fun together trying to observe it, and we saw later on internet, and we watched live on YouTube. So it's a life-changing event, right? And talking about change, in our home, we changed furniture of place because of the surgery. Kyle moved his working station to the living room, but now that I don't need that much assistance anymore, he is going back to the office. So we were rearranging and reorganizing the house and feeling that this fall has been so special. I'm observing more the greenish, the brownish, the yellowish of the trees. I'm just loving the fall here.
We are going on a road trip to 2 or 3, maybe, let's see, different small cities around here just to check it out and have fun. Let's see what we will discover. In Ontario car plates, there is a sentence that says yours to explore. Ontario, it's huge. They say that if you drive for 6 hours, let's say, you are still in Toronto. Oh, you're still in Ontario. You get the idea. My point here is that let's explore today.
But one thing that wasn't that beautiful is that one of my greatest friends from Brazil died. She was sick. We never expected that this could happen. At the same time, we knew that it could be a possibility because of the stage of her illness. But yeah, I'm still like heartbroken, and talking about it kind of makes me emotional because, yeah, she was so precious to me. And yeah, I love you, Vivi. I dedicate this moment to you because it's hard, when you don't live in your mother country and then you see things happening and you're not there. But c'est la vie. And if we are alive, I think we have to keep on going. And I kept on going and I tried to learn new hobbies during this time that I was at home. So I'm trying, do some crochet. I went back to painting a little bit, to writing some poems and more. And every month I kind of share here with you about this special pickup that we have in our building. So this time the special pickup was a bit more special because it had our microwave. And this microwave is not only like a microwave, it's a microwave of course, but it has kind of a glass that it's like a mural and we brought from England. So it was part of our history there, and it has a kit. It was pretty. It made our kitchen beautiful, but it was time to say goodbye. The voltage is different. We were using a transformer, and out of nothing, it kind of had a small explosion. And then when we checked, it was the plug that melted, kind of. So, of course, it's dangerous, and we put it away. But it's not only about the microwave, but about like getting rid of things and new stations and new things coming, change all the time in our lives. God teaches us throughout nature that seasons change and things in life they change. And as I said before, and I repeat to you, maybe this makes sense for your life or not, but it made sense for me. This is why I'm sharing. We have to learn to deal with this change and go with the flow. Never stop. Just keep going, even though you go like I was going, like slowly, baby steps, almost, when I was first recovering, when I started this month. And now look at me, I can, do more. I can go for long walks right now, and I can't wait to keep sharing with you the other news. And this is how I am feeling. This is me after a month having this surgery. And now, as promised, let me show you the scar right now. Can you see the difference? The first one on the left is from week 2, and then nowadays. Such an improvement, right? Thank God. And thank you so much for watching. See you on our next video.